Nothing in this video contains financial advice. Please do your own research. And let's go Salordi, baby.
Hey guys, welcome back to Common Sense Crypto. I'm your host, Brandon Cerno. Welcome in, guys. I got some very interesting information to share with you today in regards to the timing between all-time highs. What's the pattern that we're seeing there? What does the trend line teach us about what our next all-time high is? And how does the MACD and Fibonacci sequence play in? We got a lot to cover. Let's dive in. So first, something I noticed, guys, I just kind of took a look, and the distance between a high and then our next high and then our next high, it all seemed to get longer. And also the time it took from here to here, and then from this time to this time, and then again from here to here. So we have an increase in size. I just noticed, right? Just visually looking, an increase in size from each all-time high in each cycle. And guys, we see cycles. They're all around us. They're in nature, they're in charts, they're in even our own lives as well, right? We go up, we go down, there's peaks and valleys, and it's the same thing here in the charts. So how do we know it's a pattern? Well, because it's continuing in a similar move. So we see here from our all-time high of opening price, it took us only 3 days to reach our next all-time high. From that day to here, I missed a candle there. Let's try that again. From our all-time high to our next all-time high was 22 bars. And then we had from that all-time high to our next was 51 bars. So 19 to 29 days are added to each cycle, right? From here to here was 19. From here to here was an added 29. So it could be we have an added 39 potentially. Where would that put us at our next all-time high? And why is that important? And why is that good? Well, when we look at charts, we have to create a platform or a trampoline to jump off of. Why is that important? Because it's all structured. What we see and notice is that this structure here was built directly on top of what? Our previous all-time high. Now we see the same thing playing out here. We're holding resistance where? Above the previous all-time high. So what's going to happen next? Well, what does this timing indicate? If we take a measured move from our all-time high and we go out 51 days would give us our last cycle, but 19 days are added, so it could be 70 days. We're looking at a new all-time high between May 18th or beginning parts of June. But why is it okay? We want the action to happen now. Well, it's because we see something playing out in the charts, and we see this trend line, potential trend line forming from this peak to this peak. Now, again, why is it okay if it takes a little longer? Because each day that we go, this trend line allows us to go higher and higher. So if we were to push out all the way to perhaps June, where are we looking at? We're looking at massive, massive gains, guys. But what's realistic? Well, trend line on 2 points is not enough information. We have to cover also the MACD. What is the MACD? The MACD is a moving average convergence divergence, MACD, the MACD. It was created in the 1970s to view all sorts of different things like momentum, like bullishness, bearishness, and just to get a visual representation of what's happening. And what do you see in the charts? What we notice is that around this time, it was too early for us to develop anything in the MACD yet. But once we got in this point, we realized we had some very heavy bearish momentum. And that's why we printed these larger candles instead of the small ones you see here. We printed larger candles. I'll blow it up for you so you see better. But what happened? Although we're going down in price, we're going up on the MACD. Why is that? Because the bears were losing control. Although the price looked like it was going to keep going down, the bears were actually losing control. They tried to get it back here. They failed. And then the bulls took over. And very quickly, within a span of about 10 days, we went to a brand new all-time high and then held up there for a few days until we repeat the pattern. And what do we see? We see the bears start to gain momentum until we start to fall down. But what do we see again, right? Remember here we have high, new all-time high. Where's our structure bottoming out? The previous all-time high. Not the wick, but at the base. Look at that perfect market structure. Look at that line. Look here, and then look right here. Perfect market structure. It's almost like someone wrote this out. And then you come down, boom, and where are we lining up? Boom. Look at how perfect that is lining up with our previous closing candles right here. And now we're building this structure. The longer we build structure, the higher we're going to go. So, what do we see in the MACD? Well, the bears were really in control here, but ever so slowly they're losing control. And in a few days, we will have a flip to green, which is what happened here. And it may be about a week after that. Let's say 1 week after this point will be the 21st. The halving is on the 19th. And here we are. Could this be green? And after 10 days from that, what would that push us to? Well, it would push us to about the beginning of May. Is it possible that we will have an all-time high the beginning of May? What would that price be? Well, if the beginning of May is about here, where's our trend line? About 72 million. Now, is that out of the question? Let's find out with the Fibonacci retracement tool. So the Fibonacci retracement tool is a tool that factors in the very top price, and then you drag it down to the very bottom low. Look at that. So we just took the all-time high we had previously at 3.5 million. We dropped it down here. And what did we get, guys? What did we get? We went down to this price just about. Here's our all-time low, our low of the cycle, and that perfect market support here. This was the low. And then these different levels indicate the perfect times to buy. Red zone is buy. Anytime in here, whether it's way up here or way down here, is a beautiful buy, okay? Then once you break above this yellow line, you're considered in some very bullish territory. And if we were to spread it out, we look at where we got. Look at that. Let's bring it back just so it's nice and accurate. This what hadn't happened yet, guys. I want you to understand that. We didn't take this price and just say like, oh, that's the price. Guys, this is just 2 data points from February 26th. So imagine it's February 26th. And you need to make some money. So what do? You pull out the fib retracement tool. You're like, all right, that's cool. All right, I like that. Okay. Well, this is a good buy zone. Okay, it could go lower. It could, but hey, maybe something's gonna happen. What's the all-time high gonna be? Man, 13.7. That's like 3x our previous all-time high. I don't know how it's gonna happen. That's a that's a huge percent gain from here. It sounds unrealistic. I mean, to get all the way up to this top level is a 4,000% gain. There's no way it's going to happen. Well, look what happened. We got above that. We went above the best case scenario. Now, is this a one-off? I don't know. You tell me. Watch this. We'll take the top of our cycle, and then we'll make the bottom. And guys, look at the pattern. Look at the pattern, guys. High, the boom. The best case scenario was what? The best case scenario was 2-4. We broke above. Went to 3-5. You seeing the pattern? So what is the all-time high going to be, right? We said around 72, right? If it happens beginning of May. What are we going to see? And guys, this is not my opinion, okay? This is not me saying, this is what I want to happen. These are just the facts in the charts, okay? Men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie, okay? So we go to our market high, which was about, what, 15.5, okay? Scroll down. Go down to here. We find our pivot low. I'm just a guy with a computer. All of you guys can do this. Go to your chart, type in Fibonacci retracement, plug it in, or hit Alt F, click, and just do this. So what are we looking at? Well, we're projecting the best case scenario is about 58 million. But what have we seen? We've gone above the best case scenario. And this is before the Bitcoin halving. What's going to happen when the halving happens? Guys, look at this stuff. So, if we were to go from our current price, hold on, we'll go a little above our current price. Up to here, you're looking at a 2,100% gain. Maybe we hit up here. Guys, that would be insane gains. We're talking a 20x from here. I want you to think about all the money you could put in times 20. Now, again, it's not financial advice. I'm just showing you some charts. Do your own research. But what do the facts say? The facts say that every time we go up, down, consolidate, boom. Up, down, consolidate, boom. Up, down, we've been consolidating, and then what's going to happen? Well, what do the facts tell us? This has shown us what will happen each time. So is it going to be different? Everyone wants to say this time is different, but the facts are the facts, guys. So we covered the days are increasing between all-time highs. We covered the MACD. We covered the Fibonacci sequence. What do you think is going to happen next? Let me know in the comments, guys. Common Sense Crypto. Have a wonderful day.
And if you like Chihuahuas, please do not forget to like and subscribe this video. Thank you.